I have mentioned before that Panic in the Mushroom Kingdom had been derived off of this particular ROM hack, Luigi's Adventure. However, this is the Overseas Edition, which is different from the normal one that most people are probably used to, and probably not Let's Played as much. But, as we can see, we have something that's inspired from Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japan, which is ironic since this is an English version. And anyway, let's go ahead and begin, shall we? A princess disappeared again, and I disappeared to Yoshi. Perhaps this is an act of Bowser. Well, the English may have its issues, but at least it is English. Anyway, unlike Panic in the Mushroom Kingdom, the nature of this ROM hack requests save states for it. And I'll bet even the normal edition also requests save states. At first I thought this would be an easy hack, but apparently not. It's in the same league as Super Mario World Returns, I suppose, instead of Brutal Mario. Into this pipe we go. See some little graphics from, well, Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. All-Stars. Halfway points are represented by cherries, and I assume there's going to be a power-up somewhere around here. Apparently there's this. Don't want to fall into any pits, though. Okay. Did I see that right? It almost looked as though I saw the normal Super Mario World Goomba. When at the same time we have these ones here. The ones from Super Mario 3. That just seems a little weird. I can do this again, though. Ah. Gotta love your way to go moments. And I don't want to face that moment again. It's getting silly. Although there are ways. Whew. Definitely a tricky hack. And since the exit patterns may be a little different, let alone the levels being a little different in the Overseas Edition as opposed to the original Japanese version, I don't think I'll be able to find absolutely all the exits, but most of them I will. There's World 4-1 right there from Super Mario 1. Managing to kill a Lakitu by hitting the pipe. Gotta love those hitboxes. Sometimes they're in your favor, sometimes they're not. You gotta love how you can slide down on those spinies. Yeah, there's a halfway point, but I don't need to become big, so I'm not gonna hit it. This is the Overseas Edition, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to play the original Japanese version, since it's pretty similar, with only a few differences. And since both pretty much require save states for me, this one's kind of harder. Not to mention there's an apparent break in some levels, due to sprite limits. Last time I played, a goal point actually disappeared. Well, not really a goal point, but an end-level sprite. It was a boss fight anyway, so presumably there are no goal points in those. Let's go sliding. Beware of everything. And good. what was the first... I don't know what the first ROM hack was that I could really consider to be quality. This is a quality one. VIP is a quality one. Well, at least VIP 2, 3, and 4. Don't know so much about VIP 1, since it's kind of vanilla. But it's hard to tell which one. You got early ones like Super Mario World Returns and even Scarlet Devil Mario. That one's probably a Toho-inspired hack. Or it was a hack that inspired Toho. At least Toho Mario. Okay, I was worried there. I thought the platform was gonna disappear. Good thing it didn't. Now, since this is a red level, where the keyhole is going to be, I obviously forgot. Although, something tells me it's gonna be right here. Yep, there it is. I love how you can either hold a power-up, or you can, if you get hit as a Fire Flower Mario or Feather Mario, turn into the normal Super Mario. But it's very hard to do both. And also kind of weird, since that technically gives you 5 extra hits instead of 3. Of course, you have to collect the extra hits with the falling power-ups. Alright. This unlocks the Yellow Switch Palace. In this case, it's going to be a bonus, but the other ones will actually be a challenge. And we get our extra coins and whatnot. Don't need absolutely all of them, though. Don't want absolutely all of them. So, Switch Palace text is unchanged, except I don't think the text style is really justified centering. This time it's ragged, for those who know typing terminology. Alright. And the goal's right there, wouldn't you know it. Lovely goal points, aren't they? Your classic annoyance, isn't it? Facing the normal and secret exit both right at the end. Okay, so we got a rainbow shell here to avoid, or possibly even take advantage of it, but I'm not that crazy. It might be a source of extra lives if you were doing this save stateless, but it's a pretty risky one, given all the hills. Slight discoloring of the pipe, but that's nothing really to complain about. Ow. As, generally, adjusting the color of the pipe sprite, it's much more finicky than changing the objects. I can defeat the enemy who can't step by sliding in the slope. You may learn it. The one who can't step. You're talking specifically about the spiny. Well, that was totally worth it. Now, question is... that'd be it. You got a Goomba. You got flying Goombas. You need those if you want to get the springboard. Lovely Super Mario, new Super Mario music. You could probably tell when this hack was made. Obviously, sometime after New Super Mario Bros. Or New Super Mario Wii. I call it New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but most people get the idea of the word new. Chapel Tower. Once again, we can kill enemies we can't step on by sliding. That's specifically what the info box was talking about. Unfortunately, you can't kill those boo rings by sliding. Nor... I don't think you can kill those boo lines, either. The ones that go diagonal over and over. I forgot about that ceiling there. And by the way, I figure the sliding only works when you're... Of course, when you're on a slope. Kill that again. Not even try to get that one Yoshi coin. Just move on. Okay. Yeah, I can't kill that boo because there's no slope. Let's move on up. We got some single jumping. Don't know which way to go, but thank goodness you can at least spin jump on the enemies. And it looks like you can go both ways. Whew. So, yeah. Funny thing about some of these ledges, some of them you can jump through like the normal ledges. Some of them are just blocks. You cannot go through them at all. Into the boss door we go. With Mega Man 2 music as a feature. Fighting a boo boss, easy enough. No extra obstacles. Let's just hope. And by the way, you cannot return through those doors. Way to go me, because I forgot it was slippery. Actually, maybe it's not slippery, just the blocks. Alright. With exactly 200 seconds left. Always feels good to get exact time remaining. There ends the chapel. So Basal Plateau 1. Because I think this world goes a little bit further. And I think the Chucks, instead of baseballs, I think they throw Pokeballs. If this is a level where they do it. You gotta love that custom. Hey. Makes me wonder if the same happened in the original Japanese version, though. Flames look a little different, too, I'll give you that. Okay, tricky way to get up there, but at least it works. Alright. Not bad. And halfway point right now. We'd obviously need a shell in order to get that Yoshi coin. Just telling you. I'll only try to do what's mandatory to get 100%. For instance, if I played Brutal Mario, again, that is, which will mostly again be without save states, although not as much as the first time I played, or LP. There are 7 different orbs in Brutal Mario World, and I do believe those are needed in order to get the good ending, instead of just a to be continued. Funny thing is, since they say it is a good ending, don't know whether it would lead to a normal credits ending, or a custom one like TSRPR or Mario the Fourth Sector. Or heck, most hacks today. Basal Plateau 2. Oh, jeez. Gotta love that. Okay. Still no feathers in a while, by the way. Some of the hacks I played. And for those blocks, we do need a fire flower. I can break the block of such a rock and fire. You may learn it. I already inferred it. And, as usually seems to be a gimmick, I was talking about the gimmick, I was specifically talking about the waterfall that actually pushes me down. They make more sense than the normal water. Yeah. And it's a good thing that the normal water doesn't push me down. Like the equivalent of pushing me up, I suppose. Not easy to tell sometimes that it's water. Okay, so just hold either the A or B button if you want an easy time through those broken bridges. And this will presumably be the goal. Huh. We got another one, apparently. Basal Bridge. Which can get pretty crazy. And hungry, maybe. Hoping for power-ups somewhere, but probably won't get them. Nah, I probably won't. World 1 is bigger than I thought. Unless this whole thing is actually World 2. Technically. Riddled with Bonsai Bill, by the way. It is highly suggested that you do not jump too high so that you can't actually see the numbered platforms. Otherwise, it's gonna be way too blind. So it says go down there, but I won't do that just yet. Actually, yeah, I will. See, jump low. You're better off that way. Oh, I made that. And I did not make that. Love when you sometimes actually land and then all of a sudden you fall backwards. Guessing we're almost at the exit. Yeah, there's arrows right there, so looks promising. Yep, there we go. So, that means next time we go to World 2. Finally.